The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with...
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
After complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
La la la, la 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 la.
Joey?
La la la, la 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 la.
Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
There's no... Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out, not to mention rescuing Joey. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good, because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back.
We were never called that.
Best friends.
That'll do, Joey. That'll do. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. Debbie does DDoS. Grease my gears. Droid principles. The enemy within. Programming the Z80 by Rodney Zacks. RBMK 1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. The doors were on lockdown. I wondered whether Joey could help me break out. Hey, Joey. Any chance we could hook your board up to the vermin robot?
That vermin robot is entirely Minos technology.
Is there a big difference?
Well, you know how when you plug me into a port, there's a right side up and an upside down way? They changed the ports in Minos so you can plug it in either way.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but it does mean you can't just plug your headphones in anymore.
That's all for now, Joey. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. Hey, Joey. Anything in here that might help us locate Leet?
What do we know about him?
I have a hunch he's involved in Milo's kidnapping. I've tracked him to a location reference, E1594.
Either that's the worst named restaurant ever, or an old map reference.
Do we have an old map?
You mean apart from the museum's giant holographic map?
I know. How's the shell, Joey?
It's old, cranky, and it itches.
Suck it up, Joey.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
What were you doing in that exhibit, Joey?
I was on a journey of self-reflection.
Really? What did you learn?
I counted 2,147,483,647 sheep.
Careful, Joey. You'll max out your memory. Anything here you'd like to plug into?
What do you mean, Foster?
That probe of yours. It might be our only way out of here.
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey one too.
What was the Joey Speaks exhibit about, anyway?
What do you think? People came from across the city to hear my wisdom.
And what did you tell them?
We are all living in a simulation, and death is the only escape.
And then what?
I don't know. I was switched off before I got to the noose part.
That's all for now, Joey. A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it. Where can a guy get a coffee and a lube job around here?
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please. Let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay. But would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around. Look, Joey. A work report for that barrel robot. And it comes with a maintenance e-manual.
How fascinating.
Do you think this would help you reprogram that old thing?
Well, sure, if you can find a way for me to read it. That terminal clearly wasn't built for vacuum bots.
The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging.
can see my house from here.
Hey, Joey. See that transporter robot? What does it do?
Don't you remember? It transports stuff on a fixed route.
Maybe we can talk to it.
Talk to it. It's not clever like me. It just follows its programmed route. You think we can use it to get out of here?
I don't know yet.
Maybe I should probe it.
Now, to get back to escaping.
Make it quick. I've seen enough of this place to last a lifetime.
Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go!
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. While it was far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
Don't make me clean up in there, Foster.
Mr. Grundy? Mr. Grundy? It is Mr. Grundy, isn't it?
Of course, Mentor Alonso. Who else would I be?
Well, quite, Mr. Grundy. Who indeed, What brings you down to the Museum of New History today?
On Aspiration Day? Where else would I want to be?
Oh, perhaps at home, preparing for the party. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you no longer have the required social standing. I wonder, may I scan your U-chip again?
Of course. I have nothing to hide.
Indeed, Mr. Grundy. Do pardon my curiosity, but I wanted to double-check a little something. Yes, there it is. A sector of corrupt data, almost as if... How very strange. Have no fear. I'll consult my colleagues at the Ministry, and we'll soon have you sorted out. I'm almost positive you have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so.
Just one more thing, Mr. Grundy.
Yes, Mentor?
I'm surprised to see you wearing an aspiration brooch.
By the power of Joey, I am now a social climber.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
Alonso was definitely onto me. I'd have to watch my step around him. Graham had taken the tracked Bilby to the Home Crescent Recycling Center. I was sure this is where I'd find Leet.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to the Home Crescent Recycling Center.
You don't have clearance for there, Citizen Graham. Please obtain a travel waiver.
If I was to get to the recycling plant, I was going to have to obtain a travel waiver.
Where would you like to go?
Actually, I'd like to stay here.
Of course, Citizen Graham.
Well, Joey, how's it feel to be outside again?
Wow! Did I do all this?
So you've told me.
I love what I've done with the place. I am truly something else.
Okay, Joey. We know where the recycling center is, but how do we get there?
Maybe one of those monopods?
Nah, travel's restricted to that area.
Well, how do we unrestrict it?
Good question.
That's why you keep me around. I may not have answers, but I've got some good questions.
Let's move on.
Lead the way.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
New Omnisoggy technology keeps the lock down.
Hi.
It's most excellent to see you again, Graham Grundy.
The pleasure is all mine.
How can I be of assistance today?
I need to get to the Home Crescent Recycling Center in the industrial level.
What a curious choice. To reach the industrial level, you will need to obtain a travel waiver. Please log your request with a well-being officer.
Well-being? What about that Alonzo guy?
I don't think he'd be too keen to help us. Can't you give me a travel waiver?
Not my department, sir.
I'm looking for Officer Orana Newblood.
Do you have a problem with your well-being, Graham?
Nope, never felt better. I just need her to grant me a travel waiver.
Well, I'm delighted to inform you that she's currently working at the aspiration platform. Though it is unlikely she will have the time to grant your request with the preparations necessary for tonight's gala.
You ever heard of that place, Joey?
Only stuff I know about Foster is what I could see from my plinth.
So Orana could get me a travel waiver to the recycling center. If I could speak to her at the aspiration platform, I'd be one step closer to finding Leet. Thank you.
Until the next time.
Where would you like to go?
To the aspiration platform.
Of course, Citizen Graham. Enjoy the view. And don't forget to aspire to aspire.
Orana was supposed to be working somewhere around here. My hope of finding Leet rested on convincing her to grant me the travel waiver.
Finally. What time do you call this?
Well, it's earlier than I might have been. But on the other hand, it's later than I expected.
Are you being profound?
He wishes.
I'm sorry. Please ignore my droid. Is there a problem?
Yes, there is. We're in the midst of a disaster. A meltdown. Somehow a bird got in and made a total mess. And the official cleaning team is indisposed. On today of all days. I, P4RT, have been delegated to resolve this issue. For your own well-being, I invite you to call me T. I hereby subdelegate the task of cleaning this area to you and your droid.
Actually, I'm just here to speak with Officer Orana. Can you tell me where she is?
Officer Arana is occupied in the control room right now, not to be disturbed. In fact, she's even locked the elevator. Not that it's any business of a cleaner.
Maybe we can start with cleaning the control room.
The control room demands a top-of-the-range cleaning team. And I very much doubt that rust bucket is up to the job.
Hey, this isn't rust. These are janitorial scars of honor.
He may be old school, but he gets the job done.
Either way, you're going nowhere till this whole area is spotless.
You won't be disappointed. Right, Joey?
Spotless is my middle name, Foster.
You will remember, of course, to uphold all ministry regulations. Cleaners must be uniformed and accompanied by a cleaning droid.
I'm right here, you know.
Yes, and will be expected to be silent. Kindly remember your place. Please return when everything is in order.
T was a stickler for the rules. To have any chance of getting that travel waiver for Arana, I would have to play along.
Welcome, citizen.
Where would you like to go?
take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Oh, you must be Grundy. Graham Grundy?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Tarquin was telling me you and he had quite a crisis on your hands. The pair of you rescuing some poor wee mite from certain doom.
Well, I suppose.
How terribly inspiring for you. Oh, anyway, just look at the time. I fear I shall lose the best table. Sir Reginald Arthur Schnipple requires his daily tipple. No inspiration sans precipitation, what? Ha ha ha! Good day, Mr. Grundy.
Welcome home. Your delivery has been placed in your domicile.
I could make anything look good.
You'll have everything squeaky clean soon, Rob. And wearing that, emphasis on the squeaky.
Apologies. You must gather your droid before venturing further. Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation. Well, where would you like to go?
To the aspiration platform.
Of course, Citizen Graham. Enjoy the view. And don't forget to aspire to aspire.
Me again.
So I see. Excellent. You have your uniform. Oh, still the same droid, huh? Shame. On second thoughts, your droid does look rather antique. Are you sure it's up to the task?
This thing has a name?
Don't worry. We're thrilled to be here and ready to work hard.
Good. Waiting for you has already set my schedule back. So trust me, I'm thrilled to see you too. I shall be supervising the area preparations, should you require me. Unless there was anything else.
I really need to speak to Officer Orana.
Officer Orana is busy with preparations for the gala. She has given specific instructions not to be disturbed.
Are you sure that room doesn't need cleaning too? We won't disturb her, I promise.
No way. I'm still waiting to be impressed by your cleaning down here.
If I was going to get to Orana, I'd need to prove to T that Joey and I were up to the task.